like such a joy. It's really, really lovely to have you.
I did a Zoom during COVID.
That's right. It's your first time really,
Yes,
truly
seeing it.
here in the flesh. Yes, thank you so much.
I personally knew Gene Siskel.
That's right, which is, so
And
it's...
we had some split decisions from Gene. So he was thumbs down on this, but very thumbs up on Barcelona.
You know, we always put quotes on our website, and I saw that. We did not include Gene's quote for Metropolitan. Well, just to dive in, and it's so exciting to have such a full crowd, and we will do audience Q&A, so I'm excited to hear from all of you as well. But to dive in, this is the 34th anniversary of Metropolitan, and you were writing the film in your 30s, and you made the film when you were about 39, if I have my numbers correct.
No, I have to correct you.
No.
I have to correct you. Because the critic from the New York Times, who was at Sundance, asked me how old I was for her article. And I was 37 when she asked me.
Okay.
But when the article came out, I was 38. So I loved being 37 in the Times.
Okay. So we will not ask you how old you are exactly right now, but we'll just have that mystery. Yeah, we'll do the math. Someone let us know if it.
Jesus here.
But if you can kind of let us know kind of the context of your life and kind of how you found yourself writing this film and making this film in that time of your 30s.
Well, I came out of college before we sort of knew how to get into the film business. It seemed like everyone in the film business had a father or uncle in the film business. And so I followed my college journalism resume into book publishing and magazine publishing, but it was trying to get into film. And by getting involved in Spain, I started selling Spanish films internationally. And the directors were very informal and creative, and they didn't want to go to Los Angeles for casting. So I got to play the Bobo Americano, the stupid American, in a couple of Spanish films. And one of the productions was in New York, and it's a wonderful director named Fernando Colomo. And he had all these crazy experiences in New York. He was trying to do a bigger film. And at a certain point we said, why don't you just do a film about your crazy experiences? So he did a really brilliant thing for a low-budget film. He brought in a great emerging comic actor from Spain, a cinematographer from Spain, and went around reenacting all his experiences. He had to hire someone to play his bad landlady, but everyone else was people he actually was dealing with in New York, including me and my wife. And it was a great experience because it was calling people up in the morning saying, can we shoot here? Can we shoot that? And going around in one of these big checker cabs. The camera and the lighting was in the trunk, and we could all fit in a checker cab. And so I really wanted to make a film, and I was on set in Spain on a big film where my per diems were earning me more money than all my film sales activities. And realizing the script I was writing for Barcelona, The Two Cousins in Barcelona, was just too big a film to do as a small film. And one of the Spanish directors I was working with said he had a cash budget of $50,000. And it was the time when people were buying their rental apartments, holding them for a year, and making a profit. And the profit in my apartment, if I bought it or I pretended to buy, was $50,000. So I said, gosh, I can write a script for $50,000. So I had a day job that was covering the bills, and then nights and weekends I was working on the script, which was kind of helpful because I had to put it aside and come back to it and decide it's not so good. And sort of, I think the drama in writing the script was to decide who the focus of it is. And like many things, you're sort of making mistakes, but you end up with something richer maybe through your mistakes. So it was going to be about Tom Townsend. And then I realized that Tom Townsend's not really very sympathetic. He's kind of a jerk. It was autobiographical. And that Audrey's really sympathetic. Her role's really, really interesting. And so I tried to make it about Audrey, but I'd already so much about Tom that I couldn't change it entirely. And then there were these two points of view characters, the Charlie character, the doom of the bourgeoisie and all the depressing stuff, all the sociological observations, and then there was the Nick Smith character, the funny group leader character. And then coming to these screenings for Q&As, I come in very often in the man at the bar scene, and I've decided he's the fifth protagonist, the real world failure perspective.
And so if Tom was